Hi, welcome to a video made by a blind person. Yeah, too blind to care what the visuals look like. I just created a freaking disaster. I started what I thought was gonna be a weekend vlog, but it turned out to be more of a Friday morning / evening vlog. I was gonna go ahead and post it anyway, and then there was some kind of editing mistake, and like 4/5 of the damn thing got deleted. And I'm like, hell no, I am not going back and re-editing 50 minutes worth of freaking audio. Let me go ahead and insert what I'm going to keep from that, and then we'll go on to the actual weekend. So I don't quite know what kind of vlog this is gonna be. I never know what kind of vlog it is, but I haven't vlogged for a while, and I just thought I'd do it. And besides, I don't think there's gonna be a Walgreens haul this week again. There's just too little that I'm interested in. In fact, I'm gonna watch the top deals video again for next week, but nothing popped out at me. I mean, it didn't. I know I was half listening to Chris, half listening to YouTube music, trying to figure out which ones I wanted and which ones I didn't. But none of those deals sounded like anything I wanted. Although I should pick up a couple of things, because I am just downright out of a thing or two. Maybe I will go. I've got just errands to run this weekend. I wonder if I can call. There was someone who used to be one of my drivers, and then circumstances dictated that she was going to have to go back to work. So her work prevented her from being able to drive me to my work. But she said, well, if you need anything like over the weekends or something, give me a call. I might take her up on that this weekend. It's just going to be easier to have her help me run some of these errands than taking door-to-door transit everywhere. By the way, if you hear a bunch of this noise throughout my videos, I'm sorry. I doctored up this case that I put around my neck because a lot of YouTubers probably use cameras that you can put a camera strap on and carry them around their neck. I mean, I don't know how they carry them around, but I assume some of them have neck straps. Well, that's them and their cameras. This MP3 recorder that I use doesn't have a neck strap built into it. And I'm sure as hell not carrying around, like literally holding this thing in my hand every time I want to record. So I ended up doctoring up this neck strap thing. But ever since my clip broke on my recorder so that I could kind of clip it onto the case, like put it into the case and then like clip it onto it, I don't think the recorder has fit in the case right. So with every movement, it's in here, I'm moving, or it's moving, or something's moving. You can hear every freaking time. I can edit some of that junk out, but not necessarily all of it, so. It just kind of goes the way it goes. Oh, that's so much better. Now we've got like 25 more minutes worth of file if we need to use them. Good morning. It's Saturday. I have lazed around all morning. It's almost 11 o'clock and my ride's gonna be here at any time now. I don't know how much of yesterday's vlog I ended up staying with. I forget now what I decided to keep from yesterday and what I didn't. I got rid of most of it, but I've got too many things to do this weekend and not enough door-to-door transit reservations made to do it. And I'm not sure where I am Uber cash-wise either. And
I don't really like to take just random Ubers because if push comes to shove, I want an Uber home from work if I need one. But, I mean, I already took one Uber trip that I just sort of ended up taking because I was either going to take Uber to do it or it wasn't going to get done. Because I was too distracted on Wednesday, ultimately, and ended up not setting up any kind of door-to-door transportation at all for Thursday. And I didn't even need to do that. I wanted to do it. I could do a whole separate video about Starbucks and why I'm doing so much Starbucks. You could probably find 100 different rewards programs. I found Walgreens and Starbucks. I think I always knew those programs existed, but now the Starbucks program recently became more, you could do more with more stars, you know. And I kind of, I guess, got into the frame of mind of collect and redeem by even getting involved with the Walgreens couponing / I mean, I call it couponing, but it's not even just about couponing. It's about rolling rewards, rolling points, rolling stars, rolling rewards. Anyway, there's Walgreens and Starbucks keeps sending me these star boosters through email. And that's why I keep going to Starbucks. But this weekend, I've got the bank and Starbucks. Those are taken care of for today. Well, they're not taken care of, but they will be as soon as that door-to-door transportation vehicle shows up. And then there's probably another Starbucks trip. I can set that up for tomorrow. But then Walgreens and the mailing place. Am I going to be able to go to all of those tomorrow? I'm either going to have to, or I'm going to have to get an Uber to one of them today. See, door-to-door transit is kind of hard to set up, too, because, I mean, they're not hard to set up if you call them in time, but they can be tricky to set up because they work in half-hour windows, and you've got to be there for at least half an hour before we'll pick you up again, and you can't nail down exactly what time you'll get anywhere. If you want a service that'll tell you, here's what time we'll pick you up, and here's what time you'll get there, don't count on door-to-door transit, at least not my door-to-door transit, and probably not others either. Anywhere that says, we'll be there between this time and this time to pick you up, cannot turn around and tell you exactly, this is what time you'll get there. It's just more complicated than that. Waiting is the heart of the beast with door-to-door transportation, which is why Uber, spontaneous, if we're here and you need us, we'll get you, Uber. It seems like a no-brainer. Why not take that more often than not? Because from a purely financial standpoint, it makes more sense to take door-to-door transit. Door-to-door transit is $2.50 a trip. Uber is $5 if you're lucky, more like $10 a trip. I mean, one way. And when you're going from my workplace to my home, you're probably looking at more like $20 for one way. And I refuse to take door-to-door transportation home from work under pretty much any circumstances. The only situation where I would cave and let door-to-door transit take me home from work is if I didn't even come in yesterday because the roads were so bad, and I'm planning on coming in tomorrow, but I don't know if anyone's going to be up for trying to drive it tomorrow. That's when I'll go ahead and say, all right, door-to-door transit, I'd like to make a reservation to have you pick me up from work tomorrow and take me home. I hope it all works out, but when the weather is icky and the roads are icky, door-to-door transit vehicles, those big buses with chains and stuff, are more prepared to handle icy roads than the random Uber car. But just about anyone is better at getting me from my workplace just about anywhere than door-to-door transit, because that place has multiple doors, and door-to-door transit drivers have this difficult habit of not knowing which one to go to. And they have instructions, but I don't know if it's a matter of interpretation or what, but I mean, to this day, on occasion, I have to explain to a door-to-door transit driver coming in the morning that it's the entrance at the front of the building where the visitor parking is.
there's no one there in the afternoon to say that to the driver before I've gotten into the vehicle. And if the driver randomly goes to the wrong door, that happened a long time ago, and it caused a lot of confusion and distress, because these drivers will go there, spend 5 minutes trying to find you, and if they are not able to find you, you're screwed. They'll leave without you. And the stress of that and the confusion of the random employee that doesn't know who I am and shouldn't have been put in that position, but since the driver doesn't know where to go, they ended up being the one to answer the door or interact with the driver. I mean, it's just too stressful of a situation. I went through it once and swore to myself I'd never let it happen again. And that means door-to-door transit doesn't take me home. And so, since sometimes my preferred ride service isn't available, and sometimes I don't have a friend available because I don't have a very large network of drivers, not large at all. If my preferred ride service isn't available and there's not anyone else available and I refuse to take door-to-door transit, the only option left in a situation like that where I need to get home from work and there's no one else available is to take Uber. So I need the money there if I need to take Uber. Now, Monday and Tuesday of next week, I'm not going to have to worry about that. Wednesday, I assume I won't either, but I don't know for sure yet. But I just would rather not be on my last Uber dollar when I'm going home from Walgreens or the the postal box place. Really, ideally, I would get someone else to take me on some of these errands. Well, right now, it's after 11, and I'm wondering if this ride between 11 and 11:30 is going to come now or closer to 11:30. They better not have sent one of those frustrating cabs and had the cab driver pick this time to not bother to try to find me. They're doing better than they have in the past about bothering to find me, but I don't trust them. As soon as I assume they finally got it through their head, they're gonna do it, that's when they won't. I was wondering what my ETA is. I know my window's open.
Currently 11:19.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
If they can nail down a time like that, that means they're sending one of their vehicles. Hello? Okay, be right there. First of all, do you need my card or something? Alright, the first thing I want to do is look at my bills and necessities account and make sure that balance is what I think it is. Okay, perfect. The first thing we got to do is write a cashier's check for my rent. That's like, technically I guess it's due today, but the apartment manager's not going to be back in until Monday. This was a situation where I took advantage of that, but it's like, okay, now it's like time. Well, there's a Starbucks at a bank closer to work, and then there's a Starbucks in a bank closer to home, I guess. Or there's going to be in August when that bank comes open. My bank emailed me like 2-3 months ago and said, we're opening out in this area, and I'm like, oh, that might mean an Uber from work to that bank is not as expensive as an Uber, say, from work all the way home or all the way up here to this bank and Starbucks. I don't generally go to the bank and Starbucks every day, but at the rate these Starbucks challenges are coming in, I might actually start going to Starbucks somewhat regularly. Actually, I could start going to that Starbucks now. Maybe. I don't know. I'll have to get the details on that Starbucks. Hi. Well, I can be asking this question while I'm standing here trying to figure out where my email is and I want you to read. Frappuccino, period. Is there such a thing as one that doesn't have coffee in it?
Open Starbucks. Stupid Siri's not doing what I tell it to do. And I've got something more important that I want you to look at. There. I'm going to turn voiceover off so that you can actually scroll and read this like a regular phone. I want you to explain to me what this challenge is. I can't seem to tell. What is it asking for? Okay, that kind of challenge where they say activate the challenge and we'll make a game board out of it or whatever is too complicated. I don't know. I'm not doing it. I'm going to stick with the ones where they say in the email, do these 3 things and we'll give you stars back. You know, Siri's being impossible. I'm just going to put the call through myself.
Favorite edit dispatch.
Calling the dispatch center for this door-to-door transportation. You're going to get really sick of seeing this in my vlogs. Hi, this is Ann. Is my window 12:30 to 1 or 1 to 1:30? Okay. Is there an ETA at this point? I know it's a little early, but... Okay. All right, thanks. Bye. You're going to get tired of seeing this in my vlogs. If I'm not talking about door-to-door transit, I'm calling door-to-door transit. If I'm not griping about how inconvenient it is, I'm calling to check on an ETA. That's just the story of my life. I know that people might get tired of seeing it. I know people might get tired of hearing about it. But it's the story of my life, and it's why those of you who are able to drive or who are not on fixed incomes, I haven't used that term for myself in a long time, but we're not on, limited to some extent anyway, incomes, and can actually afford to get an Uber everywhere you want to go. Really should be thankful. Although I should be thankful too, because there was a day when Uber wasn't an option and I had to take either taxi cabs or door-to-door transit. Door-to-door transit has always been a pain in the butt, and cabs, I think, are even more expensive than Ubers. So there's reasons that I should be thankful too. And I need to be thankful for the very fact that I just paid rent. Or I will as soon as I get back to the... I love this artist, but why is he playing on my phone just for the hell of it? Come on, stop, phone. Come on. It does that sometimes. It drives me nuts. What was I saying now? Oh, yeah. I just paid my rent. Or I will as soon as I get back to the apartments and throw it in the manager's inbox over there. It's worth being thankful that I can even do that. There's plenty of people that can't even afford to do that. May God bless them. And thank you, God, for blessing me. Okay, I may have to start mobile ordering everything except like the Frappuccinos. The Frappuccinos I may have to start ordering over the counter and literally saying the one that doesn't have coffee in it. Like, because I thought I ordered that before and I got this coffee-ish kind of taste. Maybe they gave me the wrong thing. I don't know, but they got it right this time. I'm not getting any haunting coffee. I'm not in love with the taste of coffee. Taste of coffee and I are not, by any stretch of the imagination, best friends, so yeah.
Okay, I'm home. I just paid my rent, so that is taken care of. Now I've just got to figure out how I'm going to get all of these errands run tomorrow. Okay, I'm starting to feel like these star challenges are more trouble than they're worth. First of all, one of them's too complicated to even do. Something about a game board and something... It's too visual for me to want to bother with. I just don't have any interest. I mean, it's not worth that. And going to Starbucks every day, like after work, trying to figure out how to get home at 3:45, 4 o'clock, and then manipulate door-to-door transit into picking me up, you know, having a window that opens after I get home, getting me there, and then getting another window that opens before the store closes. I mean, it's just... It's more trouble than I really want to take. I guess I could go to Starbucks, tell them I want to be there at like 3, then leave at 3:30 and go to Walgreens, and then just say, how soon can you pick me up after? That's the problem. If I say, pick me up at this time and take me to that place, I can't turn around and say, give me a half-hour turnaround to go home, because they don't know what time I'm going to get to that spot. Because it's based on not what time I will get there, but on what time I am being picked up from point A to get to point B. Okay, well, from point B to point C is then not based on what time I get to point B, but based on how soon their computer system will let me leave point B, given that I have that window. Oh my God. The bottom line is, going there tomorrow to finish this one last part of the challenge is something that I might be able to do. Going there Monday, or going there twice in one day to get 5 or 6 freaking purchases made is not worth it. There's no number of stars that's worth that. I mean, especially when it's Starbucks stars, it's not by a $20 package of item that I'm not even going to say what it is for $5 because you got 15 points to roll. Am I the only one who watches videos and doesn't like it when the title, which is what drew me to the video in the first place, is hidden in the last 5 minutes of a 20-minute video? I know titling is a challenge, but I am going to try to not do that. I don't know if I always have the greatest titles either, but okay, I'll use the title of a video that I'm going to put up probably in the next couple weeks. Why don't I shop at Walmart? I'm not going to entitle this vlog, Why Don't I Shop at Walmart? Because if I vlogged all weekend and then said, oh, by the way, I'm going to end this video with this question, why don't I shop at Walmart? You have probably clicked off the video, because it's like, okay, this is not what I came here to watch. I did not come here to watch you yammer for 15 minutes and then spend another 5 minutes in Starbucks and then spend another 5 minutes trying to figure out what you're going to do for transportation for tomorrow. And I mean, titling is a challenge that, you know, I'll find it challenging at times, but I'm at least going to try to, if it's just a general random vlog, I'll probably just call it weekend vlog. I mean, if I can't come up with something better, that's probably what I'll call it. But I would rather do that than call it Walgreens haul. Just call it simply Walgreens haul, and then do the Walgreens haul from 25 minutes to 29 minutes of the 30-minute video. It's just, By the way, I called my former driver who said, if I'm ever available on the weekends, I'm happy to help you. And I'm sure she still means that, but the way her life has changed. First of all, she definitely wasn't available today. Secondly, she's kind of living between 2 cities, so the likelihood that I can count on her is not that high. Well, life changes and things happen. Okay, well, I just set it up. I set up Walgreens and Starbucks, and hopefully my friend from church will be able to just run me through the postal box place on the way home from church. I was thinking about getting envelopes and stuff, but I don't really need to do that. What I need to do is get the package that's waiting and pay for the next 3 months worth of postal box before I, lose that. I mean, that's, seriously due. we're going to have to stop this because I know we're only at the halfway point of this weekend, but we're at the end point of this video. If I end up with an audio file that's bigger than 30 minutes long, my audio to video converter can't deal. And we're at 20-something minutes, so we have to stop this. We will finish this weekend and this weekend vlog in the next video. Please follow me on Twitter, or if you really want to, on Facebook. If you're blind or visually impaired and wish you had sighted assistance on demand, check out Ira. That just might be how you can get some. If you believe that when disabled people find the right job, they should actually keep it, sign the Walmart Preserve Disabled Door Greeters Jobs petition. If you believe 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time is too much to ask for a new YouTuber, sign the Do Not Demonetize petition. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.